Yo, what up? It's your guy Marc Papers back for another episode of Gelato Talk, the highest podcast on YouTube where we mix the gelato with the truth. You already know I'm your host, Marcus Papers. Get your papers up. You know, we having a nice run this year, you know what I'm saying, as far as what the label has produced and put out. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 entertainment, you know. The label website is coming soon. We're doing a revamp. But yeah, we collected a good amount of revenue. We switched distribution over from DistroKid over to Symphonic. Shout out to Symphonic. One of the greatest distros on the planet. If the best distro on the planet. And we're gonna run like that. But today, I just want to talk about relationships and staying in relationships, right? Like, how long should you stay in a relationship? If you ever seen that Black Mirror episode, I think it's called something The DJ, where you're dating and it gives you like a timer. I like that idea, right? I think that if it doesn't have a timer predetermined, then you should take it amongst yourself to renew it on a periodic basis that you both agree with, right? It doesn't have to be annually. It doesn't have to be every 10 years, 20 years, however you feel fit. You renew that relationship. I kind of wish jobs worked like that, right? Like if I work somewhere for however long, any job I have, why not hire me as a contract like you do with NBA player or an NFL player? It's a contract, right? If at the end of that contract, if I make it to that, we should renegotiate my terms and conditions and my pay, because I have finished the term and I'm still here. What do you want to do? You know, should I go look for another opportunity, or do you want to keep me? How much does that cost? Right? You know, it should work on the same thing. Now, because one is in sports and other is might work in healthcare or the service industry, I see no difference, right? If I have a server at my restaurant, I could sign her for 3 years, and then after 3 years, right? Hey, you know, let's up your pay. You know, here's some stock. You know, here's like a piece of the company equity. Here's an award dinner. You know, whatever your gift, you know, is you're able to give to them, right? Relationships can and should work on the same terms, the same basis, right? Everything should have at least both parties involved, all parties, that they are happy with the situation, the relationship, right? If everyone understands what you're doing, what we're doing, then we should all be cool with this, right? I've run into the problem so often that I didn't tell the person who I was. I know who I was, right? For who I am. And I know that I would at some point start behaving a certain way, judging on if certain things happen. I just know that I didn't like that, right? But I chose not to say anything in the early stages of my dating life because I thought that it would frighten her or scare her away. That was a mistake, because what happened was that's exactly what happened. I actually frightened her when it aroused, when it happened, when I reacted the way I knew I would react in certain situations. I should have said something so that she had I was expected. She could have maybe, calmed me down, things like that, right? So I think it's better to just get it out the way. I know that I spent an enormous amount of time working on my music, a tremendous amount. So with that said, I know that the amount that I give to my girlfriend, my partner, my lover, is going to have to be scheduled. I have run into the issue that it starts as a joke. Hey, you have to, you're scheduling me, or yes, because this is priority, and it will not change or divert. If I have space in there, and if our relationship deepens, my schedule can and will open, right? I can fit more things in, but again, there's a certain amount of work, me personally, that I'm dedicated to. I have to give myself enough time to pursue my endeavors so that I'm fulfilled with life. Because if that is not happening, then the man that I am, I wouldn't want you to date him. I'm not going to be myself, my full self, so I can't give my partial self, even if it's still good enough. Let me make sure that it's more than satisfying, so that it's above average. It's excellent. Gotta have the best effort if you want to have the best outcome. And so when you have relationships that go on for what I think a little too long, you're bound to run into problems. So that's why it's always, for me, I've always questioned the terms of marriage, right? I feel like if you really look at it, and I've heard a lot of different numbers as far as couples and relationships, people being together. I swear I should be a relationship coach. Most people have a relationship, the length of the relationship, it lasted until 8 years, right? That's when it ended. It really ended like in the fourth, 5, or 6 year, but you need to take 2 years to break up. We underestimate the amount of time it takes to do something. I really want to say that. I really want to stress that in life. I feel that if your Gemini friend has to tell you need to slow down, you have to slow. You gotta chill out now. You're crashing out. That's what we do. We crash out over, shit, this fucking milk. I mean, I don't like buying this shit. If it's all the corks, they don't make that. We could spaz out on something that makes no sense. We're not upset. Just, we might have a lot to say on that subject. But if you're crashing out, you're not Gemini, or you're not outgoing, then that must have took a lot of energy for you to get there, and now you're releasing it, right? Because you were in a situation so long that you boiled, you exploded, it came out, it took over you. You couldn't be yourself anymore, right? Like, always ask yourself in any situation, is this me? Is this me? Is that you reacting? Is it, why is that your emotions? Is that how you perceive things, how you think about things? A lot of times, and I don't want to get into what other people thought, right? But for me personally, I think that when you say stuff specifically about me, or if you say stuff around me, like, if you burst in the room right now, you're like, yo, all y'all niggas is pussy, I'm going to laugh. I'm not going to get defensive. I'm not going to get frightened. Why? What is the alert? And why would I assume It's directed to me. I wouldn't take it as that. You say, I'm XYZ. Okay, yeah, I'm going to laugh. Because that's funny to me. I don't think that's the truth. I know that's not the truth. So it must be a joke, and it's fucking funny. That's just how I pieced it together. But I tend to laugh a lot, people. It might bother some, when you're laughing and they're not laughing. But they're trying to like you're trying to cut me, but I'm laughing and you're mad. I'm not afraid of the knife, man. What the fuck wrong with you? Fuck, cut me then. I don't care. Fuck as you want. Doesn't matter to me. I don't think like that, I think a different way, and I know that. I knew that. I always felt that. Right? I know that. Like, I'm telling you, I knew that. It wasn't, let me flex on people and act like I'm different. Or let me flex on people and show them I'm different. It was neither one. Neither one. It just, this is who I am. I really like root beer. It's like my favorite type of soda. Like the flavor, root beer. I don't know. It tastes fucking good to me. Or ginger beer. Shit like that. Nobody likes that shit. I used to buy candy. I can't remember. I gotta think, right? But I used to buy some certain flavors. I always be to try the new Lifesavers or the new Hershey's or the new whatever, the new chips. I'll get the stupid flavor. I like that. I like salt and vinegar, bro. It's really good. I like pickles. I like weird shit. Or it's not. But again, not weird to me. It's the shit I like. If I said that about your stuff, it would be weird stuff. I would say, you like weird shit. It's not the stuff I like. But I don't say it like that. I just say, stuff I like. You shouldn't have to apologize for anything that you like. I've always stressed that. I've always said that with every strain of my heart, brain, and integrity, right? Be who you want to be. Like, for real. Like, it's not worth the suppression that you do yourself. It's bad enough when someone else suppresses you. Like, actually, like dead ass. Like, let me suppress you. No one's gonna say yes to that. No one. Not one. Like, even if you didn't know what that means, you're like, what the fuck is that? You would ask, because it sounds weird, right? Let me suppress you. You're not gonna agree to that. So why would you do that to yourself? I'm not gonna do that. I've never done that. I've been cheap to myself, but I don't think that's the same. I feel like that's like, I was more nervous of my ability to obtain abundance. So I wasn't able to really accept that I can have a lot. So that's kind of how I thought like that. But yeah, I had to switch that up, because whatever you perceive, that's what you're gonna believe, and what you're gonna achieve. It all starts in your mind. Like, it's the boom boom room, right? I felt him on that. Like, when you talk, of course, it's even an architect has to see it in his mind, man. Come on, son. You gotta dream it. Gotta, think about it. Or at least think about it, right? And, the more you think about it, is the more you can see it. I know at first, it's because you're not gonna see it. You may not see it. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know if that's, a thing. That didn't happen for me. So I have no idea, But your experience might be different. That's why, again, you cannot seek someone else's path. It's like, you can cross paths, but for how many steps? How long you're gonna be in alignment and togetherness, and then you fucking separate. You're gonna fucking be two parallel lines forever? Wow, that's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to stay straight. You have to make that agreement. Some do this, but it's rare, right? You gotta just accept that you're gonna not be who your other stuff, so you could stay in alignment. But don't accept that agreement and then step out of alignment. Why did you just go grow how you want. You have to leave the train tracks. What up? I think that relationships can last a long time, and if they do, it's great. But there's another opposite of the fence that really doesn't get much recognition or a chance to, I would say, be in the public, in the light. And that is, and YouTube, we're gonna test the waters here. That is when it comes to sex, and how much are you allowed to not only in your own safe, private, consensual time, right? Do it and take part in it. How much as a bill-paying, hard-working adult that has to make the choice every day to go to work and to what and how to feed themselves, how much can they actually speak about their sexual life? How much are we actually allowing? And whatever that measurement is, someone should be measuring and others monitoring, and we should know what the guidelines are, because I really feel that when it comes to that right there, that specific entity, I don't see how that even has the S word on it. Because this always makes me laugh, but did you not get here? You're here, your life. You arrived because of that. No one here arrived a different way. I don't, and don't tell me, oh, what about a test tube? Yo, shut up. It's the same shit. Where did it come from? Someone, come on, yo. Two people came together and made you. So why is it something to say that to your children, to talk to your kids about it? How could anyone even get upset with you if you politely bring it up with the utmost respect, the most respectful words, and the nice volume amongst friends in a private setting, or maybe in a public, but again, toned down volume, regular normal conversation? That's a problem. Why am I drinking liquor? Why am I smoking cigs? Why am I doing those adult stuff, but I can't talk about the partner I'm with, and the lover, and she's comfortable with it as well? What's the taboo here? I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but there's always a penalty to something. You know that, right? You have to pay. You're paying with ignorance. You're actually lacking. You're lacking the sharing of knowledge that will not only enhance what you're doing, will actually stop you from doing other things that you probably shouldn't be doing. Like, it literally helps you in both sides of your personal spectrum. Just knowing that stuff. What like who you're gonna ask? PH? You're gonna ask PH? You're gonna ask chat? You're gonna ask them? Guess what you're gonna do? Like that's, I don't see how you even you prefer that, or you're not noticing that, or you don't. It doesn't matter to you. Like I would love to know. Like you guys, I wish I had a talk show. This is gonna keep growing until it becomes a talk show, because wow. I was always the person like, yo, don't say that. Oh, you talking loud. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Grown ass man. As a kid, I actually thought this is what you do as an adult. You get to talk about whatever you want. You get to do whatever you want when you get fucking older. Especially when you gotta fucking pay bitch ass bills. Right? Like I gotta pay bills. When them soldiers came back from whatever war, and they was like 19, 20 years old, and they couldn't go to the bar or get drinks, they felt insulted, right? They, of age, they just fought. They had to shoot weapons, commit red rum, and they can't go get a drink. See, the laws these days don't make no sense. Word shout to Shay Davis. It's the truth. They want to tell you what to do all the time. People want to try to get at you. It's up to you to fight back. It's up to you to don't let them win. It's up to you to make sure that people that try to come at you, that they know that hey, they coming for John Wick. You ain't no pushover. Can't be that. I never gave it up easy. Nothing. I don't care. I'll take the long way. It's better for me. Nobody goes that way anyway. And I don't want to be part of the crowd, right? And again, not because I'm trying to be different, because I had a couple friends like that, and I feel like they was around me to try to learn how to not care, not fuck that, not show people that they actually are trying to be different for like just for leftness. Yo, you gotta watch what people are around you trying to do, right? What's the reason for this friendship? I always used to, I'm the person I'll tell my friends, like, yo, like, I know every one of my friends, and my friends know for me, what the fuck are we friends for? Like, why are we friends, and how did we become friends? But key, why are we friends? Like, motherfucker, you damn near need to answer that every day. Why am I your friend? I'm not joking, man. I don't care how this sounds. I don't care how you're gonna perceive it. I don't give a fuck. Like, you gotta really believe that. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I don't want you to use whatever lie, aka excuse you're gonna use as far as why you're a bad friend. I think you're a bad friend. That's it. That's what I have decided. So anything you say to me is bullshit. You're gonna tell me XYZ that this is why. But again, I've already decided that you are. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's how you lying to a brick wall. The wall doesn't even fucking talk back, bitch. How are you? You're gonna lie to a brick wall? You have issues. You have fucking major problems. And you need to get help. Let's face it. How many people need to get help? How many people need to get help? Raise their hand. Raise your hand. Like, I'm in an amazing space. Probably the best space I've ever been. Or at least one of, right? Yo, I could always use some R&R. I could always go and make sure that I'm good. For real. I could always just sit back and see what's popping, because it's me. I gotta make sure I'm good. Most people don't even give a fuck if they good or not. So, guess where all that stuff's going? It's going to you. You taking it. You must like it. That's the shit I'm telling about. I feel like, let's say that I'm working on it's a Tuesday, right? I'm recording this pod, right? Episode. This is gonna go on my YouTube. It's content. It's gonna get views. It's gonna build my catalog up. It's a portfolio for me. It's enhancing my style. Things I'm just thinking about, right? Like I have different ideas that I'm not only giving out a wealth of information on. Shout out to everyone that watches this podcast. You know that I really think that. If you watch this, you're a real one, because it's like I'm just saying shit that I never say anywhere else. So it has a lot of benefits to it. Having this type of content is something that I not only love to make. It actually it's really good. Like I said, all those benefits, but it's a part of my business. But part of what my branding, but part of my company. Imagine if I had not my girlfriend. That's different, because I would make sure I have a time that I called her. If we was working in two different places, I would make sure that I already connected with her before I did this. Imagine if I had a friend, a guy friend, right, and he wants to talk on the phone at this time of the day, broski. In no way or form you should be upset by me saying, yo, I will call you another time. Like I don't need your affection or anything like that. I'm working. I'm at work, and I want to say it to any entrepreneurs, any solopreneurs, any business people. You must make that decision early on that when you're working, you're at work. When you're working, you're at work. Like, go to work, do your work. Do not let people distract you, because they're going to distract you just for the sake of distracting you. Just to bother you, because they have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I never say, yo, you don't think I'm a dickhead. What the fuck? Bitch ass nigga, think what you want. This is what it is. How if I told the person that gets upset about how I speak to them, about how I felt about them and why I spoke to them, they would fucking be like, their jaw would be on the ground. Do you feel me? It's such a wonder how the individual that comes off last on the bench always gets a stomach ache in practice, can't even make a few free throws, shows up late to meetings, etc., etc. He's the one that hates the coach the most. Bro. You don't even need to be on this. We had to put 12 people on the team. There's people that send us letters each day asking us to add them to our unit. Every day there's new members seeking to join top 5. Literally sending us inquiry to join top 5. And you're upset by not our leadership, which is working for this artist, but it's failing for you, and you're upset. See, I wasn't blessed like Phil. I didn't get Kobe and I didn't get Pippen and Jordan, and then I left and went to LA and got Kobe and Shaq. Great coach. You're a great coach, Mr. Jackson. I love the triangle offense. It's amazing. But, you know, I've seen Kobe do turnaround jumpers that were just... I thought he shouldn't have shot it. I was like, yo, it's like end of the game. Like, yo, bro, you're wilding. And it was just straight cash. Straight cash, man. And I never seen a better close shot scorer than Mr. Shaquille. So, you had some scores. You had Mr. Big Shot over there. You had Kerr on the other squad, Ron. Derek. You had squads, man. Derek was like 6'5" at running point. He was baby magic. He was eating the game up, man. Come on, man. Your squad was sick. Hey, you. Yeah, I don't know what it is when ladies wear like these heels and stuff. You know, they'd be like not that like high up. But yeah, you know, it's like, you know, do it like I want her to leave it on, you know, type shit. Slide to the side, type shit. You know, just open your blouse. Take the top off. Leave that bra on. How many of y'all have smashed that work? If you ever smashed that work, put a 1 in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if you smashed that work. I'm gonna just wrap this one up. You know what I'm saying? It's been a nice talk. You know, welcome to Wynwood. You know, it's your guy Marc Papers. Shout out to y'all, man. You already know. Get you.